Eddie S. Glaude Jr. is the chair of the Center for African American Studies and the William S. Todd Professor of Religion and African American Studies at Princeton University. Obviously, a scholar that can very easily research the numbers of white farmers murdered in South Africa.
The only words we get out of Donald Trump's mouth about predominantly African countries or African descended countries is that they're S-hole countries. Or in this instance, he's really trafficking in conspiracy theories to kind of, in some ways, feed red meat to his base. This is nonsense. It's silly, but it's consistent with the kind of cultural warrior that he is. Because at the same time that he's doing this with regards to South African white farmers, I think 2 of them perhaps might have been killed in some instance.
Politics Web reports both the SAPS, the South African Police Service, and the TAUSA keep statistics, and both counted 74 farm murders in the 2016 to 2017 reporting period. Though these were not all the same cases. These are also minimum, not maximum figures. And on top of those numbers, the murders have been notoriously brutal. So why is it so difficult for George Soros sycophant Glaude to accept these facts?
We don't need proof that Donald Trump is a racist by finding a tape where he used the N-word. If that's the case, then we have a very narrow understanding of what characterizes racist behavior.
Shoot to kill? Come on, sir. You don't come here with that tendency. Don't come here with that white tendency. Not yet.
Shoot to kill? Come on, sir. Shoot to kill? Kill them. Kiss the poor. The farmer.
President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, has begun, and you may have seen this in the press, seizing land from his own citizens without compensation because they are the wrong skin color. That is literally the definition of racism. In fact, Ramaphosa is one of Barack Obama's favorite leaders in the world. In a speech just a few weeks ago, Obama praised him. He praised the racist government of South Africa and Ramaphosa by name for, quote, inspiring hope throughout the country.
Glaude and left-wing hatchet queen Simone D. Sanders are funnels for the leftist narrative, herding the hypocognitive sheep into frames of dissonant outrage, as is evident in their take on the murder of Molly Tibbetts. Rather than blame Tibbetts' death on yet another psychotic, non-adjusting illegal alien, we are to believe that Trump is using Tibbetts' death, who was apparently a leftist herself, for political gain.
He's also, shall we say, playing the card with regards to the Molly Tibbetts murder, this horrific murder in Iowa. He's saying that this is a result of not having the wall. Here, this is a morally debased man who will do anything to protect himself and to divert attention from the fact that he has been noted as a non-indicted co-conspirator in a felony. So this is just an example of how bad he is as a human being.
Meanwhile, Washington's bordello of creatures like Eddie Glaude and Simone Sanders continue to accept influence from Communist China's President Xi, as DC's think tanks are funded by creeping totalitarianism and a direct threat to our Constitution, as the Washington Free Beacon reports. The influence operations are conducted by the United Front Work Department, a central committee organ that employs tens of thousands of operatives who seek to use both overt and covert operations to promote Communist Party policies. Trump derangement syndrome is reaching epidemic proportions. John Bowne reporting.